Welcome back to Poker Break. Tormentic here, and I want to apologize. I haven't been around much lately between Woo Fest and then Hurricane Dorian coming through, and then my 4-year-old starting preschool. I've just been way too busy to do much of almost anything, so I apologize. But today, we are going to talk about the Community Day that just happened yesterday, and we're also going to talk about the amazing Week 3 Ultra Bonus. I'm so stoked about Week 3. But going on to Community Day, It was okay. It was a pretty good day. I really liked the shiny for Turtwig and the evolutions that it had. My biggest complaint would be, though, them changing the time. Not because of them actually changing the time. The 11 to 2 o'clock slot I thought was actually really cool. It's more because it wasn't the right time to do it. They needed to actually change that during the winter months, I want to feel, because a lot of places and a lot of reports I've gotten was that people couldn't play the full time because of just how hot it was. Like, it was extremely, extremely hot outside. So moving forward, like I said, I loved the actual 11 to 2 time slot. I thought personally for myself it was really good. I do know that because of the time slot being that time, though, and it being on a Sunday, it did alienate some players. Also, people who were working who didn't have a chance to do it at all, because normally with the normal time slot of 2 to 5, people actually can still do maybe the last hour if they're working or something like that. But this time it was a little more precarious. I don't know if they'll keep it. We'll see moving forward, but it wasn't that bad. It was the heat, though. The heat was the bad thing. Now, I haven't actually been able to hatch any of the shiny regionals that have come out since last week, but I have been able to get a few new shinies. Grimer, I was able to actually hatch a Pichu, which is kind of cool because I only need like one more of the babies now. Now, the biggest thing that I'm stoked about hatching, though, was probably the Alolan Vulpix. Still trying to work, like I said, on those regionals. Really, really want that Mr. Mime, but, you know, we'll see. We have until the 23rd in order to try to hatch the rest of them. Now, moving on to Week 3 Ultra Bonus, Mewtwo comes back with the exclusive move Psystrike. Should totally be awesome. Definitely want to raid this as much as you can, because there is a shiny chance for Mewtwo now. Pretty much standard from what it was last time, I want to say, when it comes to counters, things like that. Of course, Windy is going to be the thing that actually weather boosts it. When you're looking at counters, you're looking at Giratina, Gengar, Mewtwo, of course. Tyranitar is probably going to be my go-to, though, just because of that double dark attack. You know, anything dark will hurt Mewtwo pretty well. Then we have Weevil, and then we have Absol as well. So you definitely want to try and do as many of these raids as you can, because like I said, it has a shiny variant, a shiny green Mewtwo. I literally can't believe it. I'm so stoked. Now, also on top of that, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, we also get our first introduction into Gen 5. Now, they aren't going to all be out at one time. They're going to slowly roll it out like they usually do, but I do have some information about what you'll be able to find in the wild, what you'll be able to find in raids, but these are all the ones right here that look like it's going to be the first wave of Unova. This is courtesy of Leak Duck. Now, the ones that will be officially available when it goes live today, the 3 starters, of course, which is pretty awesome. They're keeping that. Then we also have Patrat and Lillup, which were already announced. There are a couple other ones that Leak Duck was saying were actually going to be there. Plus, we're going to get new regionals, which I, in my heart of hearts, kind of knew that the Pan line was going to be regionals. Pretty awesome. Those 3 will be broken up into different areas, and then the last 2 are actually broken up into hemispheres. You can see that right here. Pansage goes to Asia Pacific, and then we have Pansear that goes to Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India. Panpour goes to the Americas and Greenland. Heatmore will find its home in the Western Hemisphere, and then Durant will find its home in the Eastern Hemisphere. Now, some of these are going to actually have shiny variants on release, which is really cool because they've never done that before, as far as I can tell. As you can look up there, that's the green shiny Mewtwo. I cannot wait for that. And it's kind of cool that this is the first time that they're introducing a generation, a new generation, and giving us shiny variants for it as well, day one. Because normally they would have held those off and then released those either in special events or just random days like they do. So I'm really excited that not only do we get Gen 5 Pokemon, but we also get Gen 5 potential shiny Pokemon. And I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to spend the entire week, though, searching for that shiny green Mewtwo. That is, as soon as I found out that that's what we were going to get back in August, that's all I have been able to think about. Make sure though that you follow Leak Duck on Instagram and on Twitter. That's where I got most of this information right here. Definitely useful, definitely awesome. My name is Turtwig though. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks, and as always, I will catch you next time.